Hey, what's going on? Joey here. As you guys may know, I live here in New York City, and a lot of you guys have been asking me a ton of questions on what everything is like since they added in all those regulations. You know, most restaurants, you can't eat actually inside. It's only delivery or takeout only. After a certain time of night, I mean, you really should be off the streets. I have to go in the city today because keep in mind, Julia has her own business. I have to go ahead and get some stuff for her. And then on top of that, I have to stop by my job. So we figured I would take you guys along and share with you what everything looks like here in New York City. Right now, I'm heading into the subway. Julia is near Grand Central, so I'll show you that too. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Now, just to give you guys some context, it's currently around 1 p.m. So here comes the train right now. Let's see if there's many people on it. So we got very lucky. For some reason, the train decided to go express on the L line. And then, as you can tell, first two subway stops we ran by, there was like absolutely no one there. Now we're running into Grand Central just to give you guys a view of what everything looks like, because supposedly there's not a lot of people there. Let's go check it out. So while there are people here, all the stores are closed, and it's kind of strange.
Have a safe day.
Now I have to admit, this is like kind of eerie quiet. It's never this quiet at like 1:30 on a Tuesday. Really eerie. Oh, and I know that a ton of you guys are saying, what, Joey, there's still people here? No, normally at this time of day, this place is like packed. You can never take a selfie with no one behind you. It's very, very, very different. What's even crazier is the fact that there is no line for Shake Shack, and they're actually open. One person waiting for their food, but there's normally like a 25 minute to a half an hour wait over here. Let me head outside and head to my wife's work to go pick up the things she needs. And just a reminder for people out there, you know, a lot of businesses are hurting right now. Majority of them are small businesses, because while you're home, you can order online from Amazon or maybe jump on Walmart and places like that. But places like my wife's studio, which is an eyelash studio, your one-on-one contact with someone, those places can't stay open right now. I know Washington State announced today that all beauty salons have to close. So if that happens here, then my wife's studio has to close. Now that's somewhere where, unfortunately, once it closes, you know, you still have rent and things you have to upkeep. Adhesive goes bad. So if there's any way you can support a small business, like find your business online, a local business, follow them online, give their page a couple likes. I'll throw my wife's name up here. Go ahead, go on Instagram, give her page a couple likes and follow, so on and so forth. It's the only way you can help out small businesses. Now we're outside. Let me flip the camera around to give you guys a point of view of what everything looks like. I mean, it's not as crowded, but things are still moving along here. So yeah, a lot of people off the streets. I'm gonna quickly run to my wife's place and then jump right back on the subway. So I'll be right back. There is no one here. I'll tell you one thing, the New York City subway, or the MTA, is really doing their part on keeping everything clean. I mean, the entire subway system smells like straight up bleach. But that means they're doing their job. Now, if only they could do that all the time, right? Now I'm in Lower Manhattan, and still a lot of traffic on the road. It seems that people are opting out on taking the subway and taking their cars to work. There's plenty of cars on the roads. Now, as I'm walking to my building, I want to talk to you guys about something important, and that is routines. Obviously, right now, we're in this weird situation where we don't know how long we're going to be either locked down or told to stay home for. I know right now the CDC said it could be anywhere into July. I mean, they skipped right over June and went right to July. And the one thing I want to talk to you about is how important it is to stay together in a routine mentally. And what I suggest for all you guys is this. When you get a chance, write down hour by hour what exactly you're going to be doing and stick to that routine. So an example of that for someone who works at home could be wake up 8 a.m., start running at 8:30 in the morning until 9:30, start work by 10. Of course, have your lunch around 1 or 12 whenever you eat your lunch. Then once you're done work, then maybe set like an hour for you to read a book, then an hour to call your friends and your family, an hour for movies, so on and so forth. Some kind of schedule to stick by, because if you don't follow a schedule, you could potentially become a couch potato, gain a lot of weight, A, and B, mentally just get so screwed up because being confined to one small square space, especially in New York where your apartments are probably the size of some of your guys' garages, they're very tiny studios. You have to have something to help your mind not go crazy. That's the bottom line right there. Now, I know one thing that I did, I went online and bought a bunch of Legos because I like Legos, and it will definitely keep my mind busy. Now, keep in mind, I work overnight and I do YouTube videos, so my schedule might look a lot different than yours, but take a minute, write out a schedule, a routine, and stick to it, especially if we're stuck this way for a couple months. Now, I want to show you guys what Broadway, at least over here by Tribeca, looks like. It's still a decent amount of people, but let's flip the camera around. So it seems like everything's, slightly normal down here. Even Starbucks is still open, even though they don't give you any sugar or cream now. You have to actually ask for it. Anyway, long story short, things are, still quite normal. Not as many people out and about, which is really what the case should be. But anyway, I'm going to head into work. I'm Joey. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Stay safe, everyone, and make sure you do those routines. I promise it will really help you out. I'm Joey. See you later. Bye. Oh, just a little extra bonus video. I ran upstairs to my work, and I want to share the views of the streets from here. Let me flip the camera around and show you out the window. And one more angle I'll show you. And it's roughly around 3:30 right now, so kind of crazy. Anyway, see you later. Bye.